Hello everyone, welcome to another classic toy review here at Scorched Earth Toys at anymoon.com. Today I'm reviewing Matchbox's 7-inch Destroids, also released by Playmates as part of the ExoSquad line. You can tell the Playmates versions apart from the Matchbox versions, and that the Playmate versions have some black speckling effect, which was kind of a simulation of weathering for that era, I guess. There's also probably some other little cosmetic changes. I won't really get into that, but for the most part, the same toy. So I'll just take one at a time, kind of show you what it can do, what it can't do, and then wrap things up. Let's start with the Tomahawk, aka Excalibur. I guess I should call it the Excalibur because we're doing a Robotech toy review here. It features shoulder missile bays that open up. I guess they're chest missile bays, we should call it. So those open and they reveal a little missile detail inside. There is no opening gimmick for this area, and the high beam light that is supposed to be over here isn't painted, so it looks like just maybe a missile box or something. Just kind of something unknown off to the corner there. Let's get into articulation, because really those opening missiles is the only gimmick you'll find here. So you do have a shoulder joint, and then a pivot at the shoulder as well, and then the gun has its own little elbow joint. There's no twist point down here, which is kind of a bummer. There is a swivel joint at the waist. Mine a little stiff, there you go. And then there are hip joints, so you can get forward and back. And then to simulate walking, you have the toe, which can bend forward. The toe can't go down, it can just come up. So that is the Excalibur or Tomahawk for you. Then we have the Defender / Radar X. This one's a little goofy because in the Robotech universe, they use beam weapons, not hard ammunition. So what would these things be if they're not giant ammunition magazines like they are in Macross? So according to the ExoSquad blister card, those are little guns. And they open up, and they actually look like a tank tread? I don't know. But anyways, they open up and reveal those little guns. This is the only toy that turned the light and used it into a clear plastic piece to make it evident that it is a light. Probably worded that all sorts of terrible, but there are clear plastic parts there to simulate a light. And the blister card even says that this mecha can put out a bunch of light, which I guess that's cool. You get your swivel joint at the shoulder, and you get a left-right pointing. Not a very great range of motion there. This thing can rotate. You got your swivel at the waist, just like the other toy, same legs. So back and forth, and the toe can go up and down. So that is it for Radar X. Then we have the Macross calls it a Fallax. I think they call it a Spartan in Robotech. I don't know. Obviously, it has two big missile pods for arms. The missile pods open up. That is your one gimmick on this toy. The head can tilt back and forth. There are little antennae on it that can also tilt back and forth. The arms obviously swivel. You get your waist, and then again the same legs that were on the other toys. So that is your Phalanx toy. Sorry about the Macross terminology. Alright, then you have your Gladiator, aka Spartan. Again, I'm sorry. I'll have the names right on the website review. So, this toy has a opening mechanism here with a gun in the middle. This little thing on the back that are, I guess, little guns, swivel back and forth. You have a shoulder swivel and a pivot. You also have a elbow. That's pretty fancy. But there's no twist point there, so you kind of would have to play things just right. There's also a swivel at the hand. There's a waist point. There are the leg back and forth. Although it's kind of worth noting that on this one, you can't really go forward with the leg too much. The hip runs into a stopper pretty quick there. No knees, again, but you have a toe that can go up and down as so. So, again, no missile pods here on the chest area. It just is what it is. But yeah, out of all of them, obviously this one has the best articulation. Okay. So overall, they are Destroid toys, which in themselves is kind of rare to find. Destroids not being incredibly popular because they don't transform and they weren't really hero mecha. So that's kind of cool. But overall, the toys aren't very fun, very exciting. They're just what they are. Yamato made far, far superior toys in a very similar scales. The Yamatos are 160. These are probably pretty close to that, but they are a little bit smaller. Not much in the way of articulation, where the Yamatos are a lot of fun. So if you're looking for the best Destroid toy to ever, it's the Yamato toys, although they didn't get through the whole line like Playmates and Matchbox did. This is a collector's items for Robotech fans only, and really those people that matters to are the only people who should be getting these toys. Alright, visit anymoon.com. I'll have line art comparisons for each Destroid, comparisons to other toys, and any other observations I failed to mention here. Thanks for viewing.